Hello, this is the 3-year anniversary for Hessler Defentis. I'm going to show a video of my gear progression from 2018 October to 2021 September. I started playing C at 2019 October, and it's actually quite fun because previously I played in the Dragoness Taiwan server, and DNC have way more people than DNTW, and it's like a very different experience for me. Like, it's impossible to sell service in DNTW, but in C it's really easy to do. So I had a lot of good times back then selling GDN TA service. And when I got my goddess parts, it's when I started to try the GDN TA solo video, if you guys remember. And I end up being the first one in DNC to do GDN TA solo. Later on, I did a few FDM service with people, and we did like, I think we did like 4-man service mostly. And yeah, and later is BDN TA era. During the FDN service era, I got a lot of gold from servicing, so I end up building subs because I don't know where to spend the gold, and I also don't want to sell them. And I built an Impactor, a randgrid, and an Abyss Walker back then. And for the BDN TA, I kind of like ditched the BP after the first clear. I focus on gearing the Abyss Walker because it's stronger than the BPS and doesn't really bug that much. And I gear my Impactor also, although later it becomes Ruina because of the goddess problem and also skill jade. So my main, since the Dreamy Jade patch, becomes a Machina. And it's really fun for me because previously the past few years I've been playing assassin only, so it's really different for me to play Machina. And if you notice, like every few days my gears keep on updating because back then I was like addicted to enhancing. So you see that every few days you will see my main suddenly got a higher enhancement for gears back then. I spent a lot of money on crystal points and also enhancing gold. Although I did some BDN service to kind of like compensate, but it didn't do much. And at March, I think my party cleared Gust, which is the first clear in DNC. And later on, when BMJ comes out, I was trying to open Goddess plate for Ruina, but I ended up getting the 200% BMJ plate for Defensio. That's why I started playing Defensio instead of Ruina. Unlike other people say that it's because of meta, it's not. It's just because I opened 200% plate. But yeah, you can see that I start gearing my other characters once BMJ released. Like, I picked up the randgrid again, and I class changed my Abyss Walker to Ripper so that I can use the BMJ. And nothing much. It's just that I did a lot of Gust, and I used the jelly from the previous STG events to get plus 13 Gust and maybe plus 14 FDN Hardcore. And I ended up getting like BDN accessory first in my party because I am the highest DPS back then, so I asked them to give me first. And yeah, I did a lot of DN TA runs on my subs and my main. And we started selling FDN's not the FDN but DDN TA service. And if you notice that my main got a 11 Evo Giant necklace, that one is from my BDN service gold, since we did a lot of BDN service back then. Note that all my subs have a Evo Giant earring, but it's not Evo Jurian earring. It's just a normal Noble Jurian earring that you can server storage. Back then, I got that because it's really convenient for me to just transfer it around. I see my BP have a Evo Jurian necklace, but it's not. It's actually a Jurian bust necklace. But yeah, you see me just chasing around my subs and my main. But my main is mostly stuck at Defensio this time because of the 200% plate. And my BP FDN, I bought it from TH for 1.5M. It's a 60 FDN. I gamble it and I'll end up 17. I bought an EOD for BP because I find out Defensio DPS is a bit outdated after the Brigadier Jade patch. So for the new raid, the Fox raid, I probably want to play BP back then. But later on, when I'm rolling TD, I end up getting Impactor dual TD. So I changed my sub from Ruina to Defensio so that the sub can use the weapons. And I sold my BP's pay to win accessories so I can afford the claw for the Impactor. And I end up with Impactor right now. So that's what happened. And because previously I was supposed to play BP and Defensio in my parties, but then because of the TD problems and that one of our teammates went back from hiatusing, so I end up like just giving out my spot. That's why I'm not in the first clear lineup. But yeah, end up cleared also on the other party. It's good, and I got Heavenly first because my teammates are really nice to me. And yeah, you can just see the gear progression. It's like really jaw-breaking for me that my attack went up so much from February to now. Like at February, I remember I have 40M, but now I have like 83M. The difference in attack is just too big. If you compare back to when I just started, it's like 20 times more, almost 20 times more attack. So I'll say you can see that the end is trying to let people pay more and more. It's not a good sign, but well, we are here.